Welcome to Interior Innovators Hub Hall of Fame interview. And I am so happy, so excited, and just can't wait to see more and more success pouring out from you. We would start with your name, your city, profession, years of experience, and type of projects you handle.
So myself, Sahana Palimar, and I basically right now operate from Mangalore and the coastal Karnataka belt, extending to Kerala as well in my projects. And I've had 17 years experience with corporates and showroom design, but from the last 1 year, I've been moving into residential design, which is my own venture, that is Burma Studios. And yeah, that's where I am today.
Great. So before joining IIMBA Diamond, where exactly was your business? Like your revenue level, number of projects, team situation, confidence level, biggest struggle.
So I had incorporated the company, to be very honest, and I did not know how to move forward when I was doing it on my own. So it was more of a solopreneur. So I didn't know the starting point, कि कहाँ से शुरू करूँ or what's that first few steps I have to do. So I was very underconfident. I had only registered. I didn't know what to do next. So that was what I was at, and I think I first got into a master class, and then when I started saying, that's when I realized ये हो सकता है. That possibility of creating my own business in a very powerful way, I felt is possible only then. So otherwise, I was very passive, zero projects, zero leads. It was just a wish, and that's how I started. Yeah.
Superb, superb. So, what are the top three challenges you were facing before joining? Like no leads, irregular income, low confidence, pricing issues, maybe proposal issues, team management, content creation, closing clients. So, which were your top three challenges?
So the first challenge I faced was how people were perceiving me because I came from a corporate background where they only knew the company names. They never knew कि मैं actually क्या करती. So I started with a different field altogether. I had gone from fashion to something. So people were always perceiving me like a fashion professional, where I had graduated slowly into showroom interiors. But वो एक mind block है ना, so I could never know how to cut that out with people for me. So in the initial stage, I figured out कि जिसको भी मैं बात करते थे like okay, what are you doing in interiors now? So वो थोड़ा image वाले पे बहुत था. So that was one of the biggest roadblock where I had no mentor and I had no idea कि उसको कैसे करूँ. And I remember this call we had also where I think you just said start talking like that. Just tell that you are. And that hammering worked. That is the first roadblock I faced. Another roadblock is मुझे residential design का कोई idea नहीं था. Like how it happens and all of that. So showroom interiors was a different forte. जहाँ पे I used to only manage a whole project. But when I came to this side, it was like everything I had to look at myself, like every department. So I realized कुछ चीज़ों में तो like design was fine, but उसके अलावा I was really zero if I look at technical knowledge and all of that. But yes, that was how I started with major roadblocks. Nobody knowing me, what am I, and nobody, like me not knowing all the parts of the functionality of this business.
Okay. So, what made you finally decide to join IIMBA?
So I think the one thing that struck with me is the kind of structure you got in. So I was very all over the place, I could say, when I started in the beginning of this journey. And मैंने ज़्यादा structure देखा नहीं था. Like I never knew कि how, because most of the people in interiors what I've seen on the site on ground I saw was very, it was like it looks very haphazard, but I didn't know what is built behind it to roll out a bigger project and all. So structure was one part which was very enticing because when I saw whether it's in the masterclass or boot camps, you had a lot of sheets. So I was very एक तो वो BOQ वाला sheet भी है and there are different sheets where I was like no, I want to learn this. तो मुझे ये करना है. So that is where the intent started building.
Superb. So, what was your biggest breakthrough inside the program till date?
Uh, One, I think I'm building consistency now, which is one big hammering which has been happening by you. And I think that also took a while for me because I had a lot of noise around me. तो वो noise को cut करके उस consistency में जाना was itself a journey for me. And you created it for me because you were handholding me at every step of it कि क्यों नहीं हो सकता है. So I think that curve is it's not easily achievable in any kind of courses, because वो mindset का मेरा जो shift हुआ है, that is immense. That's one thing I would definitely look forward to, because uh, it takes a lot to keep on being behind us, because wo pura, our whole day starts with the intention but it goes somewhere else. So that kind of thing, consistency definitely. Another thing is, I can see I have started now thinking in a structured approach. मेरा thought process ही वैसे हो रहा है. Like there's no other way I can think now. So that's a shift. I think mentally I'm witnessing right now. Yes.
Super. So, any particular session, activity, or assignment, or any framework which actually created, maximum impact on you. It could be our PPS sessions, it could be the interior thon, it could be LCC calls, or maybe having accountability, or the community support, or we had a lot of sessions where we understood how to conduct the discovery meeting, how to structure your things, and how to have your social media in place. So, just I mean, rate top three sessions, top three frameworks which we follow, which we followed in our community, both in the silver or maybe in the diamond, whichever are giving you maximum, boost in your business.
The first is the LCC calls, I would say, because then uh, there are like-minded people in that particular forum. So हम एक दूसरे के project, like we're seeing each other's projects and we're trying to also learn from each other. That becomes a very ground scenario, because कहीं ना कहीं I can see they also facing the similar kind of issues, irrespective of the stage. So this LCC calls also gives me insight. Like we get a lot of time in it. We get a lot of personal time to focus on our own discussion. Like मैं कहाँ पे, what are my challenges, which stage am I at, and all that. So that is, I think, a lot of direct interaction, direct personal interaction that makes me work on my own challenges at the moment also. At the same time, I also get inspired by somebody who is doing kitchens and somebody who is doing, so what are their roadblocks. तो मुझे before in hand समझ में आ रहा है कि मैं क्या क्या foresee कर सकती हूँ challenges in my other projects, even though I'm not doing it. So this is one session. Second is, when we do these challenges, I would rather say कि वो 100 day uh, कर पाए या ना कर पाए, that is always in the mind, because then वो consistency build करने में I can see the graph, it has improved in me. So when I see other people posting about their views and all of that and how they do, I also get double learning from it. So as a third part, I think the community wise we are actually building stronger day by day, and this community factor is a plus, because any other courses, if I look at it, you don't find the same like-minded people and itna openly talking to each other ki I've seen people reaching out for help, and I've seen people reaching out ki mujhe ye de do, ya fir how do you manage this and all. So it's a very open community, and I think thankful to you and other people also in the community who are supporting me in that. तो मुझे काफी लर्निंग मिल जाता है वो कम्युनिटी वाले सेशंस में भी. And and the rest of it, like when you're doing the structured parts of your social media ka ek wo chapter with all that things, these are key learnings because it's very structured. Like you teach a structure and you're yourself also being an example of that for us. Yeah, in that.
Sure. So, can you just share a specific implementation which actually gave results?
This project what I'm doing right now in Kerala, Um, it is my first project on the Burma studio side of it. And if I look back to it, I was at zero project and this happened. And this purely happened because of social media, whatever posting I was doing. Though it is a lead I know, but this lead never knew I do this. So it got converted as something very quick. Why I'm mentioning this Kerala project is because I saw the client trusting me at the first go. And मेरे लिए दूसरा था कि I thought, okay, because I was in Mangalore, I would probably get a project there. But I am for the first time handling something which is outstation. So the whole coordination of Bangalore to this being the first project, it's quite a lot of learning because there were different ends of it. I think this project, though it's not just first, it's also because of the challenges I had. It remained always special to me. So this is one I would like to mention.
Superb. I still remember the day, initially when I was just asking you just to, post content and act like as if you're a successful designer and handle the meetings. And I remember you were so confident in even taking the flight tickets from the client. You valued your time, you valued each and every aspect, and that is a brilliant take, I must say. Because saying, see, I as a mentor, I'll definitely guide you things, I'll tell you things, I'll make you take action, but you took the action, and I want you to acknowledge that. So this project for me, it's equally important because each and everything, whatever I wanted you to have, are there in this project. It is not only the challenges, I do understand, because taking turnkey project is not easy. In
Mm.
the first place, having zero lead and then getting, 3 to 4 leads just because of your social media posting, it is very immense. And
Mm.
finalizing, shaping out things, giving them quotations, giving them BOQ, explaining them the process. So hats off to you. And I'm very
Thank
happy. Yeah. So, what measurable results have you achieved after joining, in terms of revenue, or maybe in terms of the advance you received, or the projects you got, maybe the leads which you're generating, the followers, the meetings which are happening, the confidence, the mindset shift. So, what are few of the measurable results which you see in yourself?
So if I look at my social media, I was on an Instagram page which was personal followers of like 40. Today I'm close to 149, 150 is what I'm closing in. And that's in a matter of few months. और ये सब organic है. There is nothing I had to pay or nothing. Yeah, I had to like reach out to people also. It's just with the posting and it's just the link given there. That's how it's grown. And 40 say 150 is quite a number for me. But that is something I couldn't think about. That's one measurable context. The second is in my first project, I have worked out for a 30% of a profit,
Wow,
which is something I've not thought before at all. So uh,
superb.
I'm okay because when the closing happens, maybe here or there. But one thing I've seen when there is a little short up in, the price is slightly shorter because of the rates, fluctuating. But the client is trusting me so much that she's okay to pay. तो वो मेरे
Wow,
लिए लाइक इट्स लाइक ओके इट्स कीपिंग माय प्रॉफिट्स इंटैक्ट तो ये एक मेजरेबल है बिकॉज आई थिंक ट्रस्ट इज क्वालिटेटिव कान बी मेजर्ड बट वो जब नंबर पे ट्रांसलेट होता है तो मुझे भी खुशी हो रहा है उसके साथ साथ
wow,
सो
wow.
दैट्स द
Amazing,
सेकंड
amazing. More power to you. So
थैंक यू
just share me one client success story or project win that has happened because of whatever you have implemented. It is right from the time you met your friend,
या
prospective. Yeah. So from there till today, just share me one such success story which you are very proud of.
आई थिंक so this client is also one of it. There's another client where the project is not translated, it is parked. It is parked for a later time. But I have seen difficulty that designers used to have to charge for एक ही. तो मुझे उस project में, I mean, from the first day I was so crisp and clear in interaction. I kept it the way I was getting trained by you also. More like a professional because दोस्तों के साथ थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है, to keep the professional context. So this
True,
was
true.
this friend of mine who I met after like school friend. And when we spoke and all that, I charged 7,000 for Reiki. So that is where I saw the potential that a Reiki can happen. Because my दिमाग में 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 ऐसे debate करते. Then I said, okay, no, no. Because it was a bigger site, 3,000 square feet. I said, okay, no. What will the team travel at? I put down the cost. What is the and then I put my cost at site also. And when I said 7,000, I didn't have to explain much. I think the clarity was given beforehand to the client and all that had, settled in them. तो वो जो रेकी पे कॉस्ट अप्लाई करना इज वन गेम चेंजर फॉर मी बिकॉज दैट्स अ प्रैक्टिस नाउ आई एम कॉन्फिडेंट कि मैं हर प्रोजेक्ट में कर सकती हूँ एंड दैट ट्रांसलेटेड इनटू द केरला प्रोजेक्ट. So when I got
Wow.
this one later, they were okay to pay for my visit. They were okay, like I said, the travel tickets and all that accommodation. And even now they say like when my workers were here, they were more concerned. कि उन्होंने खाना खाया? Do you need, us to arrange food? So I see the client being more proactive with हमें कैसे लग रहा है more than the work getting done. So yeah,
Right.
that's
Super.
something I think is building up. Yeah, more stronger.
Wow, amazing. So, what has changed personally for you? Maybe, I mean, like your confidence, your clarity, your discipline, your mindset, and leadership.
I think एक तो discipline, yes, because it stands the highest for me. Because when I was doing the daily habit tracker, it took a while for me to build the consistency. Now, like पहले के वो 10 minute भी it used to look like a big act. Now it started becoming a flow. There are days when things are hard and I struggle to do it, but मेरे दिमाग में वो ticker चलता रहता. So I wasn't. So when I moved from corporate to this side, right? So would discipline रखना was my challenge. Like get up in the morning and think कि मैं क्या करूँ. So now at least I know the first 2 hours of my day how it has to go. Uh, Also, it added on to the health issues I had. So I was able to kind of get better on that. So what does this minute be देना is a very fruitful exercise for me. So that's on the discipline part. Second, clarity definitely because I didn't have clarity when I began with you, ma'am. To be very for our interaction, I said मुझे करना है, but वो I told openly about the roadblocks कि मैं यहाँ पे अटक. So that clarity and also then how to approach the business. So now I'm getting clear with especially the diamond what we're doing together. I'm getting clear with कि step A क्या होना चाहिए, step B क्या होना चाहिए, step C क्या होना चाहिए. So I am able to have a whole framework. So for me, अभी मुझे नहीं लगता है कि मैंने अभी-अभी 1 साल से शुरू किया है getting onto the residential side. So that's the level of clarity I have. And like you always said, confidence. Because पहले मैं confident बाहर से तो दिखाती थी, but internally it was not really that. So I could hold a 5-10 minute kind of a confidence thing, but it then later on used to eat me up. Yeah, oh मैंने ये बोल दिया, मैंने ज़्यादा तो नहीं बोला, मैंने ये कम तो praise नहीं किया. So there was a lot of internal dialogue. Today I could say internally I'm confident also. It's not just externally.
Wow,
Yeah, so that's like
super.
I think like an interior designer. I feel like one. My way of looking around things has changed. अभी मैं किसी कैफे में जाती हूँ तो मैं मूड बोर्ड भी बना लेती हूँ उसका. So पहले वैसे नहीं था. Now I'm enjoying
Super,
the whole
super.
process of it. Yeah. So
Wow,
that's me
amazing.
internally. Yeah. Thank you.
So, if I ask you about the community help, there are four parameters. So, you will have to just rate it. The first, I mean, the four parameters are accountability, networking, support, and learning from others. So, how would you rate from one to four? One being the highest help which you have got from the community.
Accountability.
Accountability, networking, support, and learning from others.
Okay. I would rate learning from others high, personally for me. uh,
Okay.
at the topmost, and then networking definitely because I've never had this network of interior people in my circle earlier. And third is uh, there were two more, accountability and
Yeah, support.
support. A third would be support because whenever I've reached out for anything, it has been the other two was more because I've never found it outside, but the third is support because I really like talking to others when I keep on commenting and all that. So वो एक
Yes.
boost बन जाता है. Yeah, I love that. And accountability, I would say as a whole, because we are still those naughty, kids in your group. We do not understand. So that's why I've kept it. But I think whenever I have reached for something or asked somebody something, I've got reply within the next day. So while accountability is like very intact. But as a whole, I think it's all of us. Our accountability towards you has to step up slightly. So that's it.
Thank you so much. So, how is IIMBA Diamond different from other trainings which you have attended? Maybe it could be from the other field, but overall, if you just compare those trainings, so what do you find a difference in this training? I would like to know about that.
So I've attended earlier a couple of things in terms of leadership and courses and all that. Uh, it remained more of a motivation there. There was no continuity after the course, or there was no connect, and there was no community feeling which after that particular sessions ended. It never passed on. Here, major difference when I look at those kind of courses to here, what I see is I see real cases happening. Like I see real support on live in real time going on in the group where we are all reaching out to each other for things. So that's a huge plus in terms of the community part of it. Second thing I see is, ma'am, your courses have been having examples of what has really happened with you, on your site. So it's unlike somebody just telling me things what to do. It's more like, okay, she's walked the path, I can walk the path too. So I started with that resonance with you, where I felt, okay, ये problem मेरा आज है, तो I know for sure कि Bhakti ma'am has a, prior experience or a way she's cracked it. So I feel that reliability more. Yeah, I'm in safe hands. Because किसी और कोर्स में मुझे जैसे लगता था मैं जनता हूँ, I'm just a particular passive kind of a crowd. But here I feel more like an active involved crowd. So that's the other shift I have found.
Means more like more to me. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And third thing is, ma'am, whatever, I think it's been a personal inspiration for me. Very rarely I get inspired also from people. मैं थोड़ी सी वो hardener too, because for me motivation fizzles out in 4 days. And in the busy world, because I came from a very tough life, I had to do it all alone. So it takes a lot for someone to really inspire me. तो मुझे, I think, masterclass, I felt like, okay, she looks like the one who, I can connect to. And this becomes very important, ma'am, because 17 साल, 15 साल, वो सब career के बाद, we want to connect to the person who we want to learn from. So this was my key insight. Then I came, fast proceeded to the boot camp. And then in boot camp, when I saw the kind of uh, reality you gave us, you always, like you said, you created that for us कि I can only tell but तुम लोग नहीं करोगे तो. So that's when I started gaining the momentum out of it. ऐसे ठीक है, बाकी चीजें बाद में जाए in little context. वैसे ये तो करना है मुझे in serious. तो ये चीजें मुझे किसी और में नहीं मिला, where I have not seen myself running behind things कि मुझे ये करना है. Though I would have hit roadblocks, I have hit hard days also. I have fallen, I've got up as well. बट कंटिन्यूटी नहीं आ पाया उन सब चीज़ों में। यहाँ पे मुझे कंटिन्यूटी दिख रहा है। तो ये
Wow.
आप अभी कोर्स भी मत बोलो। आई थिंक इट्स अ लॉन्गर कंटिन्यूटी व्हिच आई एम हैविंग विद यू ऑल फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्गर टाइम,
Yes.
एंड
Yeah.
दैट्स व्हाट गॉट क्रिएटेड इन टाइम फॉर मी। आई फेल कि
Wow.
ठीक है, आई हैव अ फैमिली टू डोट ऑन, आई हैव अ कम्युनिटी टू रिलाई ऑन, आई कैन कम एंड टॉक एनीथिंग आई एम स्टक विद हियर। सो इट्स अ सेफ प्लेस फॉर मी बेसिकली।
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Now, पैसे पे आते हैं. Where do you see your business in the next 12 months?
I have kept a target for myself कि I would also broaden from residential to commercial too. So I thought I will slowly stagger to it, but I said no, नहीं 6 महीने के बाद मुझे full proof करना है वो चीज़ भी. So I do design and turnkey both. So I have, this is my turnkey and design project complete. I want to also build the design collaborations with people. So overall, I'm looking at least clocking in 30 lakhs revenue to begin with for this year. That's my aim right
Great.
now. Yeah.
And what is the team size? What you're looking for in the upcoming 12 months?
Right now, I started solo. I want to at least have a 5 member team where I could
Wow.
at least give out some departments, handhold them, but also make them grow with that. So कुछ चीज़ें जैसे for example in terms of marketing and social media and all that we are doing, but I want someone to manage the accounts part of it. तो वो थोड़ा time consuming हो जाता है in terms of calling and payments and all that. So that's the kind of structure I want to start with.
Super. So, what currently in the project which you're currently doing? So, what is that part which excites you the most? The current order which you're fulfilling. So, what is the excitement wala, chunk in your
I
current
had a
project?
lot of fun interacting with local vendors because I am in a state right now where I have no idea of the language. तो मुझे जब locally बात करना पड़ता है, I have got all the sign language going across all the expressions. But you know what's the best part I like, ma'am, is मैं जैसे ही उनको बोल रही हूँ, can I shoot a video? They're open to it. Though I am like a stranger for them. Maybe it's the energy exchange which is happening between us. I realize though I don't know the language because I'm trying and putting effort, they are ready to help me. तो मेरे साथ वो
Wow.
रिवर्स इफेक्ट भी दिख रहा है. So now, for example, they taught me in granite कि क्या प्रोसेस होता है. Now these were all the civil work which I did not know. But मैं बैठ के उनसे जो भी मेरे वर्बल के उस लैंग्वेज में पूछ रही हूँ, तो they are also now trying to understand. थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी के वर्ड्स आ रहे हैं उनसे because Malayalam state is not easy to converse. They don't generally do it.
True, true. Yeah.
तो आई सी कि व्हेन वी पुट एनर्जी एंड वो जब जज्बा में डाल रही हूँ तो उनको भी आफ्टर वन मीटिंग, फर्स्ट मीटिंग वाज वेरी फ्लैट, सेकंड मीटिंग वाज लाइक ओके शी इज ट्राइंग समथिंग, थर्ड इज लाइक अरे कुछ हेल्प करते हैं इसको. So I can see that happening. So my granite person and then the tile person, now they're all ready to tell कि नहीं नहीं आप shoot the videos, we will collaborate, आप दूसरा project ले आओ. So all of a sudden I felt so welcome in Kerala, which I did not
Wow.
think. Initially my grind was कि factory finished is from Bangalore we got for the modular, but मेरा local जो granite tile ये सब चीजें था वो थोड़ा सा I was unsure. But उसमें मजा आ रहा है मुझे because something new I'm getting to learn also, and I can see कि वो um, they say no that when workers feel कि she's trying something they put double effort. देख रहा है मतलब भी.
Wow. Amazing. Brilliant. Hats off to you because it's not easy.
Because ma'am I
So,
don't have to sorry but
नहीं
I
नहीं
don't
यार.
have to now go and stand there and see and all that. अभी वो reliability हो गया कि वो खुद ही बुलाते हैं मैम थोड़ा आके देख. So that got created here.
Amazing. And it's not easy because when you have a language barrier, that too in a different state, and that too considering that this is your first project, and where, I remember the day when everything was zero. We started from scratch zero. And today, seeing you there, out of 4 to 5 straw, hot leads, picking up this, I remember we were very unsure that ye jaldi hoga, but because all the leads, all the incubated leads what you have now usme, in the bucket, I thought it would be the cousin's order which would click first, but randomly this happened Kerala, and then you are doing it amazingly well. I'm very happy for you, very very happy. And
Thank you.
each and everything whatever I say, that content karna hai ye aise karna hai. I remember the reel which you have posted last week, where you have shown the tempo where all the modular things are going, and i I saw it around 4 to 5 times, because that was a happiness which I was experiencing. I was seeing you taking efforts, and finally the material is moving to site, and now it's going to shape up. 4 5 times I think I remember seeing that in the studio, and then while I went home with Arya, I was so happy to share the success, what you're enjoying. So I am seeing you, the next 12 months, whatever vision you just told me. But I think that is a very small number which you have limited yourself. You are born for, very, very, very higher purpose, because the efforts what you're taking and the things which are happening are proportional. This is what is a very big take, is what I feel at this moment. So just one last closing part. If an interior designer or an architect, maybe a one who is a fresher or maybe one who is practicing, is wanting to, have a good career in this field, maybe, if currently their struggle could be with leads, client confidence, or maybe growth. So what would be, your say for them for joining the IIMBA Diamond program? What would you like to tell them?
I would like, since they're starting, so I would like them to say that the right kind of mentorship is important. Just like we have the right doctor for other things, the right kind of mentor is very important, and that's what we get here from you. And since it's a very close knit kind of circle we have, this becomes very important because हर किसी को individual attention मिल जाता है. So rather than going into any other random course, this is more where they can get handholded. They would also meet other people who are through the journey, have learned as well. And वो incubation stage में बहुत important हो जाता है for somebody, because then they have people who have walked that path guiding them rather than just like a textual part of it. So that's one thing they should look for. Second, especially when you're very close with people and discussing, I think it gives room for a lot of freedom to express also. And इनको early stage में वही चाहिए होता है, because a lot of people when we entered, even to ask their doubts, people speak up. So this is that safe place, because I keep mentioning that it's very important to be in that safe space for any youngster today to get in the right mentorship. And thirdly, टेक्निकल पार्ट पे आते हैं तो यू ऑलरेडी हैव अ स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे ऑफ डिलीवरिंग इट. तो ये स्ट्रक्चर जो है विच यू ब्रोकन बीओक्यू कैसे होना चाहिए, यू ब्रोकन डाउन different components which are very key critical and nobody talks about. Function of business is something I see it here. So if they want to really be serious about what they want to scale it up faster, and they want to make their name in a very right way, because I've seen you being very ethical. मैं बार बार देखती हूँ कि you don't let us take a wrong industry practice, though it is happening somewhere related to any of these kind of things. So if they want to be in safe hands, work in an ethical space, and then perform and then become an excellent designer in the market, this is where they have to come. So this is where I would tell them to.
Superb. And what is the confidence level, which you are experiencing from your known audience when you post your WhatsApp status? I mean, I would like you to highlight that particular point. So earlier, the Sahana, where you were on a sabbatical and you were thinking to take projects, and today, in just 3 months' time, the activities, whatever you're doing, or organically on your WhatsApp, so, what is that shift, what you are experiencing from your known audience?
Uh, कुछ लोगों ने तो ये बोला है कि whenever we do our house, we're going to get it done for me. Now they didn't ask me कि मैं क्या करती हूँ. So that's a huge booster. Like I've got friends who plan to buy apartments. So when I position myself as a space transformation specialist that way, because I don't say interiors, they don't really want to ask. वो post देख देख के they've become like कि तुमसे करना है. Those are people. And people who have done it already. They're like, यार तुमने पहले क्यों नहीं किया? तुमसे करवा लेते. So I have had friends. This is my class and old college group, who are all that. But for my friends who are NRIs, this is one spot which I wanted to capture as well. My friends who are NRIs have started now resonating fast. So they're like, they are the ones who are asking me, तुम कैसे करते? Like, how do you keep updates? How do you keep, like with Kerala client, I am yet to do, but I am building a content where she's remotely sitting in Bangalore enjoying with her family the weekend. She's hardly here on the site. So I truly believe that they should enjoy the weekend and we are doing the work for them. So वो वाले उस पे I can see NRI slowly now opening up, slower, but देख रहे हैं अभी जो जितने भी क्लोज है उसमें. बाकी जो मेरे स्टेकेशंस के कुछ इंक्वायरीज जो आते हैं मेरे पास, दे लव द कलर टेक्स आई प्ले. लाइक वो कैफे में जाके मैंने जो मूड बोर्ड किया, तो दे
Yes.
लाइक आई एम वेरी ऑब्जर्वेंट. एंड आर ओ एल लाइट स्पेस पे जब मैं बात करती हूँ लोगों से स्टेकेशंस कि आप कैसे करते हो, आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग देम. सो व्हेन आई एम आस्किंग, लाइक वन ऑफ दिस रील वेयर आई सेड, डज योर डिजाइनर आस्क दीस 4-5 क्वेश्चंस, आई गॉट रेजोनेंस फ्रॉम पीपल हु आर रेस्टोरेंट ओनर्स एंड ऑल दैट. ये तो कभी पूछा नहीं गया. So that clarity what I'm giving out is where I think the trust is building for me. वरना पहले तो मैं
Wow.
invisible थी इस market में. Now I'm little visible, and also like you said, ma'am, touchwood and thankful to you, they're looking at me as an expert than a beginner on this space. Yeah.
So I still remember Sahana, where you were very clear कि मुझे कुछ नहीं आता, मैं कैसे करूंगी, and I don't know कैसे क्या होने वाला है, मैंने ये सीखा ही नहीं है. All those, limiting beliefs, rather not limiting beliefs, all the fears which you were holding कि मैं कैसे करूंगी, and versus today's Sahana, where the Sahana is the same, but just in a matter of 3 months, you are having a project where you are trying things, where you are having that confidence to get it done. अभी वो वाला मुझे कहीं भी fear factor नजर नहीं आ रहा. Secondly, at no point of time I see that you are in a space where you say मुझे नहीं आता. So this is a very big win for me. Personally for me, if I evaluate you, this is a very big win for me, because वहां से वो 0 से आपको 10 पर लाने के लिए जो टाइम लगा, that was very 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 quick. It was not, you know there are people who are thinking for years and years, kaise karu, and you took that action and you're doing it. Hats off to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I'm very happy for all your success, and I wish you more and more. 30 lakhs you will be achieving it in just the 6 months is what I personally feel now. उसके ऊपर कुछ भी आता है तो I would like to have a cut in your profit.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Guru Dakshina,
So
ma'am, definitely.
नहीं 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 नहीं, I am with you each and every time, and it is not only the business part of it, but yes, overall, because as a personality we want to evolve, we want to develop as a personality, and that is what I'm seeing in you. So I'm very happy for not thinking much and doing things whatever I'm wanting you to do. So it is more of you and very less of me. I'm just the push, but you are the face and you are delivering it. So very, very happy for that. And thank you so much. And I understand that you're busy on your site. So have a great day ahead. And I look forward to having another Hall of Fame interview in the next 6 months where we are showcasing the actual revenue what you have generated.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you
Yes, ma'am.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye
ma'am.